Hello, everybody, and welcome to another free live preview of California Psychics, where we show you exactly what it's like here to get a reading with us through a 1-hour-long free preview live stream. I am your moderator of today's live stream, and this week we are joined by one of our fantastic and fan favorite psychics for our second week in a row, Psychic Rika here. How are you doing today, Rika?
Hi, I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much. We can't see you. You know that?
Yes, sorry. I'm going to keep my camera off for a few minutes. I do have a migraine, but I did pop a quick ibuprofen to hopefully kind of mitigate that. But while I'm massaging my head, I didn't want to distract anybody.
Sorry, I forgot that that's why you were doing it. Okay.
No worries. Before we get started, I do want to have a few bits of information for our audience before we start answering questions during today's free live preview of California Psychics. First of all, we do have an active promo code right below my screen. If you use the code VAIL10, you can get a free $10 credit added to your California Psychics account to use towards your very next one-on-one reading experience on CaliforniaPsychics.com. And if you are wanting to connect with Psychic Rika after seeing a free preview of her abilities today as well, you can connect with her for a private one-on-one psychic reading experience on CaliforniaPsychics.com and receive a guaranteed answer to your questions. So just make sure to stick around, and we'll be shouting out Psychic Rika's exact schedule to reach her on California Psychics here in a few minutes. Also, before we get started, just some ground rules of questions that we are able to answer. Unfortunately, we are not able to answer any legal or medical related questions here at California Psychics This can be including fertility-related questions or just general court decisions. And also, if you do ask about another person, please make sure you at least include their first name within your question, because this will allow Psychic Rika to connect faster and more accurately answer your question during today's live stream. And my final note before we get started, please do not add any users who message you for psychic readings after the live stream today. These accounts are not associated with California Psychics, and the only way to get a reading with a verified psychic like Psychic Rika here is to go to californiapsychics.com. And without any further ado, Psychic Rika, if you've written down a few questions that have popped out to you, you can go ahead and get started. Don't let me impede you.
Okay. I was looking at Patricia's Pantimoni. I think I don't know her last name. Her financial situation. Will my financial situation be resolved soon? I did hear yes. I feel there are some paperwork and contracts, but it makes me think by January you will. Also, there's energy as I'm talking about like a property. So I don't know if that means that you can sell a property or get equity out of your property, like a refinance, or there's more than one property. So there's properties connected here, and they say your financial situation is going to get better. Also, I want to answer this question about Seth's wedding, but it keeps popping away, so I can't read the full question. Some of these questions are very long, so I can't answer that. But so hopefully I'll see it again in a moment. Hello, there it is. What do you see for me in Seth's wedding happening March? Oh, that was the rest of it, even though his family's against it. I'm a Leo and he's a Virgo. Okay. Yeah, names are more important to me. I do love astrology, but I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not going to be reading from that point of view. I think, first off, let's start today. March 2026 is not far away. I think, if the family's against it, you're going to have to really choose something where the family's with it. So what I'm trying to say is that you need to decide to become a person who is married, whose in-laws, whoever you marry, the in-laws can support. The mother can come to your side. So I think it's going to be great, but I have to say that I'm required. I feel required with you almost to say that from this moment forward, somehow, even if I don't know how, Seth's family is going to support him, and I think it's important. I think that there's reasons they're against this wedding. And I think so we can turn that into your benefit. But other than that, I think it's going to be great with you and him. I get a lot of control issues on you if you want the truth, a lot of like gripping tight to stuff. And I think that like you're going to have to let go of all of these things that you have to grip tight on in order to keep it, and ask that the grip gets looser and that you don't have to grip tight to keep it or to control or to be again, somehow go between the two of them. But I feel great about it. I'm excited. I just was getting on there to tell you how excited I'm about it. And then I saw the rest of the question here. So let's just start, really praying to reverse this, that there's no disunity in your marriage, that's not what your love karma is. All right. That's Seth and Pam. Did you see Pam? I hope Pam got hers.
Was it Pam? Okay, I believe
Pam
I did see
Pam Pantanoe, Pam, something like that.
Yes, I did. I did see Pamela, and she has stopped commenting, so I think she did resonate with that. Yes, yes, Pamela, right here.
Yes, and there's some yes. So that we said already. Susan, I keep seeing Susan Mays. She wants to know who the prophet is. I think it's your dad, Susan. Your dad is the figure that's the prophet. I think Kevin is telling me from his position on the other side that your dad is a prophet. We should make sure, if he doesn't already have these in little books or pamphlets, we definitely want to get his teachings printed in some way so that we have them and you could distribute them. Yeah, we should get everything, maybe record them, things like that. You can, after the fact, I know he's not dying anytime soon. I'm not trying to say that, but after the fact, he can live on and be immortal this way. Okay. Okay, I was going to Alicia Marie, who's changing her name to her Grammys. Hi. Yes, she told me to say she loves it. Then she said something about a J. I think she said a birthday in the month of J, or she took me to January forward. But let's just go with the J. I think she's calling out either something in J that's significant, like a birthday, a day of passing, or anniversary, something that would belong to you or her family, whether they're alive or dead. And also, too, as I'm talking, I feel like she's playing with something. I don't know if you have a bracelet of hers or a necklace, any kind of jewelry, but I feel like she's playing with a piece of jewelry. So I hope that's yours. Does that make sense? Even if the birthday is for someone, younger than you, I hope she can say yes on that. But I think it's a great idea. Also, you just have such a beautiful energy, sweetie. She makes me think that you're just like a beautiful dancer, or she was.
Yes, I'm just seeing if there, just with the delay, if
Yeah.
there's going to be any responses. I'm not seeing any coming in at the moment, but I'll make sure to put them up on the screen later.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out.
And they can come back and listen.
Perfect. Well, thank you,
Okay.
Alicia.
There's a couple more. I don't know.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead, Rika.
Daniel talking about Jennifer. They're on the right track. He wants to know if they're on the right track now. Yep, hope you're doing great. Wonder if you're in the right patch. Yes. I get yes, 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 and more yes, but I get like communicate. Like partnership is not like everyone always thinking the same or doing things the same or being glued by looking at each other like codependency. I mean, true love is fostered between independent individuals that have their lives. But like if we're in a space in our relationship where someone does something, oh, they move this way and we vibe, and now like it triggers, that's not healthy for either side. And so I'm saying that to say that, like, let's not make the person that you're in the relationship with the antagonist. That's your unity center, right? So we have to always decide that whatever they're going through is not about us. Like this idea that, you're guilty till proven innocent. So that's what's coming through. So I just get, if you can really learn to communicate, really come with like this idea that we're for each other. This is beautiful. Also, she's not asking this in the future. I'm not saying you are now predicting, but I am seeing full family. So either you guys already have children or you're thinking you'll find a way in the future through any method. That's what I get. And maybe another Daniel. I was going to say a dad named Dan, but you're Daniel. So I don't know, another D name in the family or hers. First name, last name, alive or dead, or it could be a middle name that got carried down. But that's what you need to hear. Like, you're not in a relationship, for anything other than, really becoming the best version of yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you, Sheena. Good. Perfect. Okay, great. And then Sunrise Jesus. I just remember that name. Yes, your dad has a D name. Okay. I guess that he's verifying it. Oh, okay. Sunrise Jesus. Will I move companies? I got less than 3 months, and there's a lot of medical energy connected to you, either your occupation or people in your family. So if you can identify where the medicine is, whether it be yours or someone else, it's a way of saying yes, 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 yes. And also Sunrise Jesus, are you connected to a D name? And I just said it, but is there a D connected like love-wise or otherwise? And are you wanting to move so that you can be in a relationship or get closer to the relationship you're in? Anyway, her answer is yes. And she said yes to something I've said. So that is good.
Perfect.
Last one is Ava.
Yes.
Got yes,
I
December,
saw Ava's
November
question
11th.
earlier, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it on screen. Ava,
Whatever you were asking, Ava, the answer is between November 11th and December. Very soon.
All right. Oh, there she is. There she is.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I got after November 11th, before December 13th.
Perfect.
Also, there's distance between the two of you, but I don't think it's just the phone call. So I'm wondering if you live in different towns or location. And also, is this who you want to be your long love? I say no. Oh, yay. Yeah, he'll call. But is this someone that you want to marry, Ava? I'm not sure that, Nate. Ava, you've had such a good, amazingly like strong mind-body kind of connection. She's very capable. Oh, you live on different islands. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe since you're islanders, I might change my
I let Hawaii.
Huh? They live on islands, Hawaii?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, just how it's close enough to where it's like.
I got you. Different islands of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Of the state. Okay, let me see about love term. I want to see if I really, as far as like, he's frustrating to me when it comes to relationship. If this is a love question, which I assume it is, that's what I'm going to say. I don't think he's ready now. I do think in the future, you probably, yeah. Okay. That's what I was going to say. I was actually say that I was thinking maybe he'll move to your island in like 6 months or something. I don't think it's now, and I don't think it's April. Like, I think it's going to take longer. That's all I want to say. If you know that already, then I'm cool with it. Because when I really looked in to see whether this could be a mate, I'm like, okay, but then they said, yeah, maybe after April. Like, so he's already a mate in some way. He's moving to your island. I get it. But like after April, like, yes. Okay, good.
All right.
That's it.
I see one here from Jessica, and I really want to thank you, Ava, for attending today's free live preview of California.
Thank you guys, everyone that was able to pipe in just now, and Carson for doing so good.
Yes, those were the questions that Rika just saw, kind of that stuck out to her, but I will go ahead and start selecting questions that are coming in. So keep commenting your questions. There's a chance that we will get to them before the end of the live stream, so stay tuned. And Rika, our question for you right now.
Yes, Ava. Jessica. Ava just asked one more question, which I'm going to finish, and I can't wait to talk to Sweet Nookie over here. Yes, Ava, like, why don't I just say definitively by June 10th, maybe you could get married June 10th or July 11th, but like, yes, but we have to get through 6 more months at least. And you need to, and the thought in your mind is everything that needs to get done in order for our wedding is happening. And think about his mom for the sake of his mother, whether she's living or dead. Okay.
All right. And then that question, thank you, Jessica, for your patience. We have your question here between you and Terrence. Is there a rekindling in the future for their connection?
I just like that. She has her middle name. She's Sweet Nookie Rhodes. Okay. I love it. Aw, there's so much love between those two. Let me tell you. God, it reminds me of Samson and Delilah. What was those people that sing that song? Do you know what I'm saying over there, Carson?
I do not. I'm trying to see if somebody else is going to come in. Is going to come in the chat and try and fill in that reference as well.
Okay. Anyway, so I feel like that, and you're like a 1970s love music compilation that you see on the commercials.
Yes.
Okay, those two can get married. It's just taking me a while to really travel through their path. I do believe that ultimately you and Terrence are able to rekindle, and you're ultimately able even to enjoy a marriage. Pointer Sisters?
That was Curtis.
I love the Pointer Sisters, but like, as I was saying that, no. Do they sing Samson? They sing that song? Let me know. Maybe I'm going to look it up now. Okay, so I'm saying yes to all this. What I'm trying to get for you, Jessica, the reason why it's taking me longer than just a yes is I'm trying to figure out what is the tense, like what is the feeling, like what is the cause, to keep that yes intact. I just feel that when I asked that question, I heard, go back 12 years in your life, whether it has to do with Terrence or someone else, and there's forgiveness needed. So I would ask your own self to go back 12 years in your life and say, please forgive whatever needs to be forgiven from this past life of mine. And now let me, let me reverse any negative effects into positive. And then also his mother, so a mother figure on the other side might be his grandma watching over you, says that you're the best person. But I think you really have to, in order for this to come back, the love is so deep, we really have to forgive the past. Okay. Oh, when will it rekindle? Why don't I just say December if you follow what I just said?
All right.
When I tell people how to think or thoughts they should have, it's really based on what is the right response that will give me the effect of what I want. And I think relationships, jobs, people, the universe, politics, the world, all these things can make us react in a way that is so opposite and contrary, and even like the antithesis of what would yield our outcome. And so, controlling your mind is a big deal. The ability to control your nervous system, when you really want things that are elusive to you. So that's why I tell people how to think. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jessica, for your question. And really, really appreciate you attending today's free live preview of California Psychics as well. Curtis, also trying to...
It is. Thank you. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes. Thank you, Curtis. I knew there would be somebody.
Curtis have an M name connected to him because I keep hearing Monica, or M. It could be any M. It could be a man M like Michael. And I wasn't going to say it because I was going to wait to see who you picked. But now that Curtis, now I want to know Curtis. Any M or EM like Emily? Any M's or EM or the sound of M connection in your family, alive or dead? Or are you sitting next to someone with this name? Do we know? And if not, maybe someone out there needs to know the word Monica or Monique. But M, he'll let me know. First middle, last name. It's not what it's more about like, not a guessing, right? No, Curtis said no. Okay, well, we'll find out where that name comes from.
Yeah, and thank you, Curtis.
Thank you, Curtis.
Coming in, or for shouting out that
comic relief.
The reference as well. I knew somebody in the chat would help me out there. So really, thank you, Curtis, for coming in there and helping us out.
What about Trinity?
I see one here for Lisa. Lisa, I guess, yes, she's in line to talk to you already, but she wants to get a little preview right before. She's wondering about her and Santos. Will they be continuing their relationship?
Okay. They will. He seems like, yes, they will. It looks like he's got some complications more than her. Like he comes with complication and, which we can talk about when we talk, I guess. But like, I feel the complications he comes with. Okay. So you're going to know what that is. And I feel like if you're able to trust him or stand next to him, you can pull him from those complications. Those complications won't follow. And together you can be together. There's also a lot of business energy here and money energy. So I don't know if you guys are also intertwined in business or money, or if that's his complication, part of his complication. But yes, I believe as long as you stay, you will. If you don't leave, you will. If you leave, then obviously you won't. But like, I don't see that no, I think you're going to stay together.
All right. Thank you, Lisa, for attending today's free live preview of California Psychics. And I'm sure y'all will get more into the details when y'all speak later with Psychic Rika as well.
He can overcome it's worth it. They say it's worth it. She's in charge. You know, that Lisa, who I'll talk to you later, is the one that's in charge of this outcome. I tell you what.
Perfect. Thank you, Lisa, again, for attending today's live stream as well and bringing forward your question. Now, I am going to take a quick pause to shout out Psychic Rika here. She has been providing some wonderful readings today, and so I do want to quickly shout out Rika. When is the very next time that you're going to be online and available for those who are seeking to get a one-on-one psychic reading experience through either phone call, online chat, or offline message, and get a guaranteed answer to their questions when they visit CaliforniaPsychics.com?
I'm going to be on at 4:00 Pacific time as soon as this is over. So like 35 minutes. And I am scheduled for 3 more hours, which, I'll at least work 2.5 of that. I might take a break. And then I work tomorrow, Tuesday from 10 to 3 Pacific Standard Time, Wednesday from 12 to 6 Pacific Standard Time. And I work Thursday from 6 to 10 a.m. and from 1 to 3 all Pacific Standard Time. And I just also thank you guys for letting me get to be with you for 2 weeks in a row.
Right. And just as another additional information, this is more of a California Psychics update. We are going to be hosting additional 2 live streams this week, a Tarot Thursday. So if y'all are familiar with our Tarot Thursdays, we will have one hosted this week, the day before Halloween. And we will have a Thinning of the Veil live stream on Halloween. So stay tuned because we have a lot of good live streams, including the one that we have not finished today. We still have 35 minutes to go, or about 30 minutes to go. In today's free live preview of California Psychics. And this code VAIL10 will be active until the end of this month. So if you haven't redeemed it yet, get your free $10 credit added to your California Psychics account that you can use towards your next one-on-one reading experience. Rika, I do see you kind of... I feel like you're zoning in on a certain question.
I'm not really. They're moving pretty quickly.
But I do have one here from Stephanie. Oh, did you have something?
No, but Captain Crunch, I don't know, is sticking out. So maybe after. Maybe my Martin is Monica. I don't know. I still want to know why I screamed out Monica or Monique or Monice.
Yes, I saw here from Stephanie. This one stuck out to me. She said she got a reading with you about 1 year ago, and she finally got engaged to the person that they discussed in the reading today. So a quick thank you for that reading. Today she is moving. Oh, and she also just mentioned that she has a Monica.
Thank you.
So today she comes forward to ask if you see her getting a job closer to him, closer to him overseas in the Middle East. And yes, just to show that this is her. She did say that she had a
Whether
Monica.
it's a coincidence or not doesn't matter. I needed a Monica and I got one. Okay. All right. Congratulations, Stephanie. I'm really happy to hear that you're marrying the person that we discussed. I think sometimes people don't know that they can have it, but they believe me, I'm going to tell you how you can. And okay, so let me just see about this. That's a yes. I feel like you can know in November or just beginning December, but you might not go till February. Does it go like that? So why don't we just say that yes, February is the latest you would know. Even if I think you might go in February, we'll just make that the latest you could possibly know. But you might know as soon as, before the end of November. And then Layla, Elia, is this the name of a country I'm picking up on with an E-A-L sound? Is that the name of someone connected to your family or your fiance is alive or dead? Okay, I don't think I'm saying Allah, but maybe I am. But that's the other phonetics that came up just now. Those could be relatives like Elizabeth, Ellen, Helen. It could be, I'm picking up on something I can't pronounce.
Just seeing if there are any responses. Also, we did see Alicia come forward with a follow-up answer.
Alicia, I might have been hearing you pick up Alicia because I just said, A.L. Elijah, like Muslim Allah. Okay, so it's Allah, and then Alicia, though I could have been picking up on both of that.
Oh, no,
Okay,
no, no,
awesome.
no. Sorry, that was a different person. Person.
Well, who's Alicia?
Alicia is a different
Just because
person.
the phonetic was the same, I obviously want to know what you were saying because like the phonetic of Alicia and Allah like begin the same, and that's what I was spilling out at the same time. So
yes, that just making sure that was a different question that came up.
I know that.
Yeah. Just making.
What I'm trying to say is, I think could have been reading Carson's mind at the moment that he was thinking about that while he was also doing this, and also there happens to be Allah. So I was just curious, but I'm cool, man. Let's move on.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie, for bringing forward your your question. And I guess just to
there's children with her life as well. With her life as well.
So everything, yes, I guess.
Yeah. This is lifelong. This is very good.
Perfect.
Her grandpa loves her. Her grandpa. A grandpa helped. A grandpa helped.
And you do see her, I guess, finding this job closer overseas, just to kind of cap out that question that she brought.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. I said the latest, as soon as maybe the end of November, but the latest would be February. I thought maybe she might know November, December, move in February, but the latest I think she would possibly know is February. And they also say it's a granddad on one of your sides that's helping you so much, or like a granddad figure.
Perfect. Thank you, Stephanie, for bringing forward your question and your response.
There she is.
Rika. Yes, this was our previous answer that you answered. I don't want to get too deep into it because we do have a lot of other questions as well.
Perfect.
But just kind of, if we want to take this.
Great.
If I do recall, Rika did say that your grandmother was did endorse this, and that she is very pleased about this. So
what I said was she was very pleased, and she used the month of January to try to verify it. That was her way of saying yes. And then like it might be January, but January is her birthday, and so that's what she was trying to tell me. And also I saw the jewelry, which is now on her ring, not her wrist, but the hand. And so yeah, that's excellent verification, Maria. Thank you. Alicia, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And for bringing forward your question and validation today. Seriously. Now, our next question that we have, I see one here from Trinity from YouTube. She's wanting to get a little bit more insight into her relationship of her and Dean. They're currently in separation. And just want to say as a quick shout out for everybody. Just want to thank everybody for bringing forward these questions as well. We're about halfway through today's free live preview of California Psychics, and we'll try our best to answer as many as we possibly can today. But yes, back to you, Trinity.
And Carson's a master here of getting this to be a live interaction for real, right. With responses. So I super love it. Thank you. Okay, so Trinity. This is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that the problems you have with Dean are actually rooted in the relationship you had before Dean, and that if you could just heal from the relationship you had before Dean, and what does healing look like? Healing looks like not being negatively affected in your mind, body, and spirit from a person, place, or thing. If you can manage to get over that, what happened? There's also a baby energy connected with you, which has also brought grief. So either you lost one or you have children with someone that brought you grief. And so what I think is if you can let go of that, that you would skip over the drama with Dean and find a brand new person. My insight is for you to heal what came before Dean, and then to let Dean go and let a new person walk in, someone totally new vibe on every level. That's the insight. I'm going to tell you what Dean's thinking just because I know that's what you're asking. You know, Dean loves you. I think he loves you. I think he's got some hangups with other, past women. It could be mother of his children or his own mother. I think the problem with Dean for me is not that there's something like bad about him, but more like he's not really going to be able to function in a committed relationship. I think that's not really his ambition. I think you guys have different ambitions when it comes to love. And then I hear a name like Franco or Frankie or Francis or Fran, but it could be the next question coming up. If there's any F's, first of all, last names of F, like friend, connected to you or Dean, let us know. But I could be moving on already. But that's what I think, honey.
Perfect. Thank you, Trinity, for bringing forward your question as well. And also thank you, everybody, for wishing me well wishes too. I saw one here from Laura just giving me advice for my migraine as well. I actually probably will do this right after the live stream today. So thank you, Laura. And now just also seeing some additional just comments from
Hi, Hannah.
I see Hannah a couple times, Susan as well, and we answered Susan's question already. But just want to say thank you, everybody, for making these such a wonderful experience.
Did we get to Captain Crunch yet?
Yes, we can get to them in just a moment. But I did see one here from Sarah that I did want to answer real quick. One from Sarah. She is wanting to know if she can get a general idea of how the rest of the year will be going for her and her family. Thank you in advance. I always love pairing with this. How will her holiday season be going?
I think it's such an interesting question because, well, first off, this is how it came through. Oh, it made me wonder if she is overworked right now or going through an academic program, or if someone in her family is going through that in a more extensive way than just like kids in school. The reason I say that is I saw you having a lot on your plate, and the worry was more that there was so much on your plate that like you couldn't maybe spend as much with the family. That's how it made me feel, that there was something that was keeping you from that. I do feel a daughter. I hope that's true, that you have a daughter at least. Maybe you can also have a son, but I feel a daughter energy connected to you. I feel this daughter is going to really rise up at the end of this year and just be such a great success and pride of joy. They take me to like this December, and I feel like we're seeing her in some sort of element. I also think she can be relied upon to help you with things in the house. Also, I feel like your husband is, or your partner is a generous energy. There's a generous masculine energy connected to you. Everyone seems to love you. Also, I don't know if you were working in a medicine or you wanted to, or if someone in your family was recently not feeling well, whether it be a child or an elder or a middle age. But it made me think that like whoever wasn't feeling well is getting better. And I feel like there could be a deceased father from the other side trying to help you, whether it be you or your partners, and we're helping you. And if your fathers are alive, then obviously it's going to go granddad, which feels like a dad. But what can I say? Like, it sounds like, it's not like, all sunshine and roses. It sounds like your hands are full, but it sounds like you have a beautiful family. And it sounds like that beautiful family will help these next few months or the rest of the year, in 2025 on a high note, for sure. But I do think whatever is your worry, like they show her really worried. And I want you to have faith, honey. You're not the only, like, even if you're worried, you're not the only player of the family. So don't think that you're the only one responsible. You have to really know that each person in the family has capacity. And I want you to tap into the capacity of your family and say, together as a family, our capacity, like Wonder Twin, activate into total happiness. Okay.
And thank you, Sarah, for bringing forward that question. In our next one, we saw Captain Crunch. This one is sticking out to you, Rika. So we'll go ahead and get to this one. There is no first name from them,
Tanya,
but they
Tiana.
are yes, from them though. Are
Oh, it doesn't matter. He's Captain
yeah.
Crunch to me, right? It's all good. All right, let's see here. Honestly, she feels very immature. She feels very young, even if she's not. I feel like in that youth, there's an innocence. So I feel like, how do we connect with her on that then? She's so young, energy, which means she doesn't know how to be a diplomat. She doesn't know how to have maybe equal conversations. Her perception, her prerogative is her prerogative. I think if you want to reconnect, you what you see is what you get, and you can't change her. And it may be high maintenance, and it may be that she has thoughts that aren't always right. H names are coming up, Mr. CC. Eight H names are coming up in this reading. Okay, if you reach out, what can you do? What you can do is this is a situation that may look unbalanced. Like you would have to, she's not going to change. And there are relationships where one party doesn't have to change, honestly. Yeah, you have to take her as she is and all of her way of thinking, even if like, I don't think you always agree with it. As far as reaching out to her, if you call and lead with, hey, you're right, you're right, you're right, I want to talk about it, she'll talk with you. Does that, I mean, that's what they're saying. I think it can be a delightful relationship, but it really would have to be like, that's my girl and I, whoever she is fine. Like maybe you wouldn't be able to have so many emotional needs. Yeah.
All right. We do want to thank
Sounds
you.
abstract. Sounds pretty abstract, this relationship. If you want the truth, it's a little, the main thing is they show her innocent and like whatever she thinks. And, we have to let her have her way. Okay.
All right. Thank you for bringing forward your question. And we do want to thank everybody for attending today's live stream as well. Right before we get into our next question with Lenny, I do also want to shout out again that we are going to be hosting a couple more live streams this week. We are going to be hosting a Tarot Thursday session on our Facebook and YouTube live channels this Thursday, and a Thinning of the Veil live stream on Halloween as well. On this Friday. So this will also be hosted on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Both of these live streams will be hosted earlier than our typical ones. So do keep on the lookout on that as well. But just a quick shout out for everybody on some upcoming information for everybody. Lenny's question for you, Psychic Rika. The last 4 months have been a particularly difficult time for Lenny. He is wanting to know if you could see the energy changing for him going forward, especially into the next year. Thank you in advance.
I just got hold of Heather, so I'm going to have to say it. Yes. Okay. About her and Randall. Yes. That one's easy. Come back later. Don't go there now. We'll come back to it just a second. Okay. Okay. But I want to answer this, Lenny. Yeah, honey. Yeah. I feel like whatever is a female family member that you're closest to, whether it be your mom, grandma, auntie, sister, I got mother, but it can be grandma. I feel like the first thing you do is you write down, what would it being better look like? What would energy changing look like to you? And I heard making more money, getting a better job, etc., getting things organized and put together. So you write down what it is, and then you say, for the sake of my mother, I'm connecting to this every day, open my eyes and my wisdom so that I can see this. But they say that the reason why the past 4 months, like the difficulty that you've been going through is like an unnecessary, it's worn out its time, like an unnecessary grudge or unnecessary still feeling badly about something, and that it's worn out its time. And I would say that was in January or February, and it feels like it could be connected to female. It's time for you to move on, honey. You need to move on. You also need to be an independent businessman. I feel like you're strongly and independent, like you should not have a boss. And I think you can be incredibly successful. I think you're deep. But I think that I feel the question stuck in your head, why me? And that's a hard question because you have every human at one point in their life saying, why me? So we know that question is a human condition. And we know the answer then is because we're human, because there's at least every person in the whole world has said that to themselves. I bet you. And yeah, okay, already I feel energy. Oh, I feel some relaxation happening. So the other part of being human is the ability to pull out the light and the ability to turn anything around. So we're going to do my favorite words that you guys hear me do on the Facebook Live all the time. I'm going to turn the past 4 months into my biggest benefit. And what it looks like to me is we get to January and like you have a suit on, there's all this money around you, and there's also love. So I think you need to let go of any unnecessary past. It's just not worth it. You're a very strong person. And why you? Because you're human. Why can you be successful? Because you're human. So he's going to do it. He's like a track runner all this time. I see him like running a marathon and breaking through, but he's going to hear me. I know it. All right. So the energy's going to change. It's changing good. I think it's time to change.
All right. Thank you, Lenny, for bringing forward your question. We really hope that advice from Psychic Rika resonated with you. Definitely let us know if it did in the chat as well, too, and we'll make sure to put it up on screen. Now, I saw a larger question here from Laura. Yeah, I'm going to have to move some stuff around. All right. So this is a two-part question, just letting you know, but reading out the full entirety of it, and you can go ahead and to choose out what we can answer today, Rika. She's asking a career-related question to getting a nanny position by the November 12th. She had an interview but they went with daycare. And for her second question, do you see her marrying her boyfriend, Joris? They're long distance in Europe, California, currently in a fight right now, but they are very much in love. And she is waiting for him to make some real movement forward. Ideally, would love for him to come visit in a couple months, hopefully before Thanksgiving. And yes, that last one, I guess, when is the next communication between them?
All right. This feels like a 25-minute call. All
yes.
Right. Which way? Which one? Okay, they're taking me to Joris first. I'm going to go that way, even though you have the interview question. Undoubtedly, you will get a job. Okay, so I do believe that you'll have something by November 12th. So I'm just going to go to love here. My feeling with the love energy was when Carson was reading it and the fight energy came up. The energy I got from you is that you're not going to let something go. It's a little bit different than the guy before. Like, I think that if you're looking for this guy to make certain changes, I think that you have to really get connected to yourself in a very strong way and ask for wisdom. What wisdom in my heart do I need to get the kind of relationship I want? And when you ask yourself that question, I hear 5-7 years ago. So I think I feel like sometimes you might process Joris from the past. You might process some of your reactions might come from other things. Also, I feel like you do compromise a little with him as well, which is interesting to have both energies of compromise and dissatisfaction on you, which I guess can go together. So what am I really saying? Joris, Joris says he's going to get it all together. I don't know if I can promise Thanksgiving, but I feel like he can come right after. Beginning of December. It's not to exclude Thanksgiving. I just don't know if I can guarantee that. You have to be someone that someone can give you what you want. It's just a strong stance, like almost your prerogative. Like, I know you have faith. I know you have hope. You have really good energy, high energy. But this idea, like, I don't know if you believe him. I don't know if you've limited Joris. Yeah, when you're compromising and then you also have expectation, it's so complicated, right? Because then it's like, are you telling the truth? Are you really telling the truth in a relationship? And so to me, I think it would be better for you to get out of Joris's head and to get more connected to yourself and what your uncompromising nature would be, what that would look like. And your prayer should be, if I can get this out of Jay, I want it. And if I can, I want to change my mind. Right. I get it. I hear you. And so what I'm up against, Laura, is this thing of, I can do this, but he needs to do that. So I'm not taking it away from you, but I'm telling you the stance you have is already frustrated. I mean, I'm not judging it. I think it's probably very understandable. But I think the doubt. Exactly, Laura. The stance you have is already compromised. Like the stance you have is already like that. So they say she understands what I'm saying. So I need you to clear the slate. I need you to unlimit him and say, okay, blow my mind. Let me see out of him what I cannot see or even believe, because your doubts are too strong. And it doesn't mean he can't fix it, come visit you, get the extended visit, get rid of the fight, all that. But F, the stance is always this way of like his mind, he's got to, I don't know if he can't do it. Can he do it? No, he can't. No, he can't. You're going to be building things inside of you that will show up once you're married. You're going to remember how you had to wait in a resentment. So you have to change your relation to him. And let's go neutral. Like, don't decide if you believe in him or not. Decide that you believe in your prayer being answered. And then I bet you Doris will easily show you everything you want. I hope that makes sense.
All right. Thank you, Laura, for bringing forward your question. You can always
He'll come for an extended visit, but she's already dissatisfied. So it may not.
Yes.
She may not appreciate it like she thinks she's going to.
All right. And Laura, you can connect with Psychic Rika for more extended reading on CaliforniaPsychics.com as well. And we are going to be switching over to our card pull section.
Oh, yeah. We only have 10 more minutes. Oh, yeah. We got to go.
So for those who are unfamiliar with our live streams, or if this is your first time joining, we're for the final 15-ish minutes, we switch over to card pull.
I'm leaving in 8 minutes.
All right. For the final little portion of the live stream today, we switch over to card pulls just to get through questions a little bit quicker and provide more of an opportunity for questions to get answered during this final little portion of the live stream today. And so these questions can come in the form of love card pulls, general card, dealer's choice, career, etc. But Rika, before we go ahead and pull questions, can you please shout out the very next time they will be online and available on CaliforniaPsychics.com for those who are wanting a guaranteed answer to their questions through either phone call, online chat, or offline message?
I'm going to be on in 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and I will work for 2.5 hours more. Then I will be on tomorrow from 10 to 3, Wednesday from 12 to 6, Thursday from 6 to 10, and 1 to 3. All Pacific Standard Times. You can also always OM me, which is a direct message, and I'll answer it. And I've got a card waiting.
That stands for offline message. So yes, if you either prefer to get your call readings through phone call or text-based online chat or offline message.
Quick, somebody guess what this is. The first person to guess what it is maybe gets a card. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You can go for it.
All right. First one we have here is from Angie, who's requesting a love card.
Okay, well, the card is, I wanted to see if anyone could guess it. But maybe they'll already be there. All right, fine. Obviously, I want to have fun with you guys. Okay, Ace of Cups is what you got, Miss Angie. And should we just give them and go quick like we did before because there's little time?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Take the Ace of Cups, Angie. Okay.
The Ace of Cups, Angie, for your question. And you can always find out more about the Ace of Cups on our California Psychics card breakdown. But yes, just for everybody, we're going to be going through cards.
I feel love. I'm not a singer. Damn.
No, we're just going to, or sorry, not that. I was just going to say, we're going to be giving out the card names real quick just so we can get through as many questions as we possibly can in the next few minutes. But we are not going to be giving too much of explanations with the cards for this session, just to give more of an opportunity to get cards given out. Next card pull is for Carrie, who's pressing another love card.
Carrie, you get the 5 of Cups. I can add one note here. Be patient. The heartbreak is not nearly as severe as you think. 5 of Cups. Look it up. Disappointment.
All right.
It's transient.
Next one here for Andrea, requesting a love card. Lots of love cards I'm seeing in the chat.
Well, love makes the world go round.
Yes.
10 of Discs. Wealth. Like that one. Look it up.
All right. One more time.
Stones.
Oh,
Yes, Heather T. Yes, Heather T. Yes, Heather T. Yes, Heather T. Oh, yes, Heather T. Yes, Heather T. That was the Heather I was saying yes to before. She knows I know exactly who she is. And what do you think I'm going to answer? This is Rika. But let's get a card anyway. Ooh, intriguing. The 10 of Swords. This is actually a great card. The affirmation with this card is I'm loved for who I am. Look it up, girl. It usually means that like all the swords in the heart, but after the 10 comes the 1. So we got to get through the pain to get the love.
Perfect. Next card pull is here from Omna, requesting a love card.
That's it. That's it. The Magic card. Maybe you've been praying for 6 years so much. The magician sees, knows, and is silent. They keep their internal prayer and they believe, but it's the light one. This one, I have a deck that has 3 magicians. This is the transcendental one. So let's go for transcendence with him.
Perfect. Thank you, Omna, for joining today. Next one is for Holly.
Holly Light. Yes, we answered this last week. The answer was yes. It has not changed. You're going to get that job.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, you got the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is, if you want to see someone, see someone. If you don't, you don't. Be confident in yourself. Know who you are. Also, the Hermit has a light, the leader of the light. So, and you're the light, Holly. That's your last name. So, Holly. Yes, yes, yes. Go with the light, honey. Just be the light. Say, I'm the light they need. Pray that they have the fortune to hire you.
Next card is for Becky. Becky with the love card.
Again,
lots of love cards in here.
All of a sudden, I am sweating. I wonder who's the fiery person out there. Anyone have anyone that died in a fire? Anyone have a fire they were saved with? Any fires in the history? If you're listening and it's you, say, hey, it's me. While I get Becky her card. Okay, love card for Becky. I feel like I have to shuffle. Man, I am sweating from nowhere. Out of nowhere. Woo-hoo. Is there a dead cook getting through? Okay, here we go. Okay, Miss Becky, you got the Priestess card. That's very good. That means you have the ability to attract high-level love. Becky, her son's the firefighter. No, Becky, you say hi and I start. So your son comes through. Then his dad's alive though, right? But your dad died, is that right, Grandpa? Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's supposed to be a tarot, but it's the end of the reading that's giving something else. Anyway, thank you for your son being a firefighter. High level love, girl. High level love. You're able to attract a high level love. Think about Anthony Robbins, how he attracted Sage. Just go look up Tony Robbins and Sage. That's you. You're Sage. Okay. I hope your son is awesome. Thank you for being a firefighter. Okay.
Jen requesting a love card, please.
And just like that, I'm back to normal temperature. One of these days, the language will just come out of my mouth.
She just has a follow-up question, though. Is she in the right relationship?
Jim Doe?
No. Becky, who just asked the love card.
Is it a D letter name? Is it Dawn? Okay, let me ask if the right one.
And Jen, we will get back to your question.
So I am. Okay, I am. She said it positively. If he's high level, do you love him? I mean, does he match what I just said? Yes, she says he does. Then yes. If he doesn't match a high level, if it's hard for you or you're struggling or you're not being treated like the priestess you are, then it's no. She is. She says she is. She is. Yeah. I also want to know where the D letters are in Becky's family, alive or dead.
She said that the D letter is the guy she's with.
Oh, it is David Don. Okay, yeah, she just got that girl just got it. Okay. Well, good for Becky and everyone else. Jen, we're here, but guess what we're doing? We're reshuffling. Oh, now we got a better question. Okay, fine. She gets a question. This might be the last. This is the very last one. I'm so sorry. It turned. Oh my God. Oh, all this month.
So is he going to
be
everything good? And will he tell her how he feels this month?
Let me see. Let's get quiet for a second. I got to. Something definitely energy just really went high. Okay. Yes, Jaron can tell you how he feels tomorrow. Okay. but you need to write down what you want to hear. Like, what does that mean? And then you need to spend the time actually meditating on getting words out of his mouth, not on him, but you receiving those words. I think you're slowing it down by the way you're perceiving and the way you're like, Jaren, Jaren, Jaren. We're not trying to change people's minds. We're not like trying to like use our will to like, get their minds to do things. We're trying to use our will to change internally so our environment meets us like a magnet. Okay, that's it, kids. Love ya. I gotta go. I gotta log in. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for today's California Psychics free live preview of California Psychics. Rika.
Thank you, Carson.
Yes, you got to go.
I got to go. I got to be on. I got to log in 2 minutes or get in trouble. All right. Thank you so much. Love you all.
Bye, everybody. Or bye, Rika. Yes, Rika had to log off a little early so she could make it onto her hours for California Psychics. So she will be logging on CaliforniaPsychics.com, and you can reach her through our website, CaliforniaPsychics.com, or the California Psychics app. But we have concluded today's free live preview of California Psychics. And we will be hosting 2 more live streams this week. One Tarot Thursday with Psychic Marin at our regular time. It'll be around noon Central, 10 a.m. Pacific. And just go ahead and follow our profiles on Facebook and YouTube to stay up to date for that Tarot Thursday midday live stream. And then there will also be one on Halloween. Do not forget about that. A special Thinning of the Veil live stream. So if you want to connect with your spirit guides or any mediumship-related questions, join us with Psychic Saba on Friday. And do not forget to use our Veil10 promo code. And finally, we will be back next week at the same time with another free live preview of California Psychics next week. Thank you, everybody. And until next time, bye-bye.